What is going on, everyone? Commodore Laz here today, bringing to my live reaction of that Kingdom Greatness of manga chapter 590. Now, chapter's just come out. I just saw right now from the Kingdom Mafia chat. Let me know the chapter just came out. Normally it would be out like earlier in the morning, so usually like right after I wake up it's out. But went to get some breakfast. It wasn't out yet, and then I just saw the update. So appreciate them for letting me know. Chapter 590, man. We're 6 chapters away from literally hitting like 100 chapters since the arc had started back on chapter 496, and it's pretty wild that aside from 8 chapters before, because I think it was chapter 504 when I started covering the manga and everything weekly. As someone who's been reading it since Fire Dragon's Away, but actually being like a content creator and covering it since 504, it's been a pretty good journey. The weekly experience has always been great with Kingdom. I do feel like, hopefully we're going to get to some progression soon, towards the climax of the arc, hopefully within this year it happens, so we can actually get to whether it be the Summit of the Heavens or the Coalition stream going down. Details about that, in the future, so look forward to that. But we gotta see what's going to go down, man, because we got Shin, we got Ten greatness, we got Kyou Kai greatness last week with a certain little grope, which now helped calm the nerves down for Ten and everything, so the right wing, hopefully we get to see them prosper, especially, with Chougaryuu, talking nonsense and stuff, because we know, at least, like, him, Bananji, or Gyou Un, one of them's going to get clapped on the 14th day. That's what my hopes are. So, we got to see that, and then hopefully, progression, regarding, like, Gyou, after seeing what happened, to the Earl and everything, with the storage houses being burned down because of Ou Sen's men, getting to see how the plan's going out, and then, seeing, like, Kokou, Maran, Raido, Okiko, and, of course, Kanki, waiting around. The Sarko commotion. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. Hopefully, we get to see some Zhao people get bodied, hopefully soon. So without further ado, let's get into the chapter. And before I forget, shout out to Senscans and Turner Farmers for always bringing the greatness of Kingdom week in and week out, because a certain company in North America continues to fail us on a weekly, a monthly, and an annual basis. Now, with that being said, let's get into the chapter, guys. Chapter 590 of the Kingdom Greatness. And I see that they changed up the layout here, because before they would always have the Otama volume and stuff for the covers and stuff. Now they have it with Shin and Ohan full time. Because I think last chapter, I know they had it for the little reader part, but on the actual website when you go to the homepage and stuff, they don't have it updated there. But now that they do, all right. So chapter 590, all out on offense. I need to see some bodies, man, hit the floor. Either from, it doesn't matter who. It could be Bihei. I need to see some bodies hit the floor, man. All right, page 2. Yo, what? Yo, look at this color page. Oh, yo, it's crazy. I thought for a second that was my boy for a sec, Bolton, but yo, it's the Kingu, man. It has been so long, bro. I mean, we saw him a few many months back and stuff, last year. But it's yo, Issei, bro. You see Oki, Tanwa, bro. But is this the wait? You all get, because it's in commemoration to the live action film, because that's coming out. I believe let me see, it's the 19th of April. Yo, first arc feels, man, dude. Because you see little 10. That's how even then you just show me all the characters and stuff. The fact that you show me 10 a younger version stuff, man. That's how you know that's the first arc feels, man. Especially because Shin has his old garb and stuff that he had on before. When we first met him in the series, man. Oh my god, yo. Dude, look at Tama, man. Tama looking great. She doesn't have the blondish hair that's that we normally see her with. She has brownish and stuff here. So I don't know if that's a color mistake on error on the I guess on the part from Hara or something, or just from the scanlation. I don't know. But yo, this looks so dope, man. 2 months remain until this fateful day arrives. I can't, bro. Look, I don't know, man. Whoever could provide me with a certain link or whatever, to the Kingdom film when it does come out, man, I'll greatly appreciate you for the rest of my life. Because that needs to be watched, man. And I pray for all the success, coming to Hara this year, man. Because we're putting Kingdom back on the map, god damn it. But anyways, let's get into it, man. All out on offense, chapter 590. But this might have to be the I don't know. If there's something else just tops this chapter, in the chapter itself, if something ends up topping in terms of a panel, whatever. Right now, this is looking like the thumbnail, man. I gotta put respect on the first arc. Alright, page 4. We're going back to Ou Sen's men. Hold on. The right wing has already started the battle, but the sun has only just come up. No, it makes sense. With no food left, they cannot afford to waste even a single minute. Whoa, whoa. You see, like the men are preparing to move out. As we are the ones with the time limit. Logically, we should have sent reinforcements to the right wing so that they could conclude their battle as soon as possible. And yet, Osen-sama did no such thing. No, to be more accurate, he couldn't. Let me zoom in a little more. All because of the heavy pressure exerted from Riboku to our front. Denrimi. Oh yeah, so the other general that's there. Sir, the opposite is true as well. As you guys see, he's right. Riboku has also abstained from sending any further reinforcements after Gyou Un. In that case, I suppose the ones that are holding the key right now are the right wing after all. So man. So whoever got a chance right now to open the floodgates and just cause the biggest commotion right now and turn the tides, it's the right wing right now, man. I think that's what Osen's waiting for right now. That's what right with man. It's about to be Shin season real soon, man. You see. Now we turn back to Riboku's side and stuff. You see Kane and everything there. Zhao Center Army headquarters. There's a reason why we stopped sending the left any further aid. Wait, there's a reason why we stopped sending the left any further aid? That's right. Now that Osen's army has drawn close enough for us to fill him out, it's become clear that, bro, that's a spooky image, bro. You see just the mask and his eyes and stuff is just looking directly from beyond the Badlands, the Pride Lands and stuff from the Lion King. Osen intends to immediately mount an assault upon us if we reduce our number by sending reinforcements, even if that means not waiting for the other wing's battle to resolve. The reason why he has left the Qin right wing high and dry is because he is waiting for a gap in strength between the two center armies to appear. It works both ways. Because I stopped sending anyone else after Gyou Un, Osen has been unable to reinforce Qin's right wing despite the predicament. In other words, by not sending our left wing any help, you've actually helped them instead? My word. Whew. You really put Osen in a tight spot with that, considering his food shortage too. Indeed. But this invincible battle between Osen and I shall soon draw to a close. Look, I don't even care if it has to be Osen that's saying it or he's saying it. Look, the fact that we're going to get to hopefully the climax of this arc, look, that's all I need. That's all I need, man. It's been a long damn journey covering this weekly, so we need progression, man. To see Kane and them all watching on and stuff, and in silence. In that case, we're the ones in position of strength. If the battle on the left must resolve itself without any outside aid, then Qin's right wing has lost both Aku and Ohan, with the only one left being Shin of the Hi Shin Unit. Yes, that's correct, which essentially means that our Zhao left wing shall emerge the victor, and flowing from the smaller victory, we shall triumph over the entire Shukai plains. We know that's not happening, man. We know that's not going to be happening whatsoever. Unless I can see maybe Shin and his troops, losing some men possibly, but them losing here, not happening, man. Yo, I see Kyou Kai coming in, taking lives right away. Yo, you see everyone else coming in doing their thing. Everyone's even getting the licks in, man. The youngsters, bro, Bihei and them are all coming in, dude. You see everyone dicing and clapping people. Yo, everyone's putting in work. The right side has begun to push their way in. Have Denyu hit the rights and destroy the enemy? Kyogai's unit is having trouble, Ka Ryo Ten. Tell Ryusen to advance forward as much as he can. Got it. It looks like Taku-san might start struggling soon as well. Ka Ryo Ten. If Kyogei doesn't get any help soon, they might be done for. We at headquarters HQ here will not issue any reinforcement orders. Huh? If we don't go all out on the offensive today, then there's no hope of us winning. So basically that's, kind of entitled to the chapter itself, because realistically you can't be on the defensive considering the stature they're on right now. If anything, it should be Zhao that should be on the defensive until they see some kind of opening on Qin for to kind of go in and attack afterwards. But for them, it's you can go on defense. The minute you go on defense, bro, that's it. You're gonna get clapped right after. They have to put as much pressure as they can towards the Zhao troops so they can get this victory now, man. We've reached the point where we need each one and every We've reached the point where we need each and every one to overcome the odds if we are to win. Besides, I've entrusted those two on the field to make their own judgments on that. Two people. Yeah. Ensign was in knowledge of each group's limits is keeping watch from his mounted position. And Shousa with his wide field of vision on the ground. So it's really good though. En and Shousa are about to get some play here, man. That's actually really good. Lieutenant En and Shousa have really left those two with a hell of a job this time. And I really like this too because it goes back to what I keep saying with Shohei-kun's words and stuff. For you to really prove yourselves as a warrior on the battlefield, you can't take just, what someone else's word for you. If a general tells you something, that's one thing. But sometimes you got to make your own decisions on the battlefield. That's going to hopefully, turn the tides afterwards. Kind of like we were saying with, with Shin, Ohan, with Moten afterwards. They got to make their own moves, their own business moves, basically, if they want to go and prevail to the next stage as general, right? So that also kind of goes back and says it towards even the lower ranked people, is that they gotta start making their own calls and stuff. And even though they kind of provide with tasks right now, they gotta be able the ones holding surveillance and stuff of what's going on. So that's really good though. That's kind of coming back into play a bit. Today our HQ will be focusing all of its attention on the offensive moves, which is why I'll be entrusting you two with rescue and reinforcements on the field. That being said, our current position means we don't have the luxury of forming a dedicated force just to go around and save people. You two will just have to make do with what you have on hand at the time. Only help those that should be helped. And if there are any spots that you believe to be beyond salvation, then don't even try in the first place. Do you understand what I mean? Understood. We'll base our judgment on minimizing our casualties. I'm sorry, this should have been my job, but today you will. What are you saying? It's always been you that has had to shoulder this pain, but today you can leave it to us. Just promise us you'll smash the Zhao so hard they won't know what hit them. So they're because you gotta expect though, there's gotta be some kind of casualties too, man. If they're coming out of this unscathed, it's gonna be crazy, but it's kind of just, to tell us, man, look, there's a chance we're going to start losing some people that have been with us, since, legit day one, possibly. Even if they look like they're beyond salvation, man, you got to keep on pressing forward. Don't step back. You see them, holding hands and stuff afterwards, to kind of, just to kind of keep their nerves, together and stuff, just, place the faith in them. Hold on. So see now they're making attacks and stuff. You see one boy's head's flying from to Chin's side, I think. I don't even know who that head is, bro, but that dude just went flying. The Hi Shin units fighting on this 14th day can only be described as letting the enemy kill your flesh so you can break their bones. Though this reckless style was completely devoid of any thought of defense, it's no good. They got us surrounded. Lieutenant En and Shousa's efforts allowed them to barely prevent their own losses from being too fatal. We're here to help, Lieutenant En. I brought 10 others with me. Just keep holding out. Shousa-san, thanks. So even then, they're still losing people right now, but at least it's not fatal. Meanwhile, on the offense, and you see the Hyou, so the Duke's former men, the So Sweet Cavalry. You see Gakuen? Hold on. And Sugen. You see Sugen's infantry, who are ready to focus solely on attacking, demonstrated remarkable progress that can only be described as lightning. See, these guys are strong. Stop them. Go. Get in there. Oh, kill them all. Oh, don't let them show us up. The strategist told us to keep facing forward towards the enemy. No turning back. If you're worried about your friends behind us, then kill all the enemies that stand before you if you want to protect them. Don't get ahead of yourselves, Chin scum. The ones to decide the ones that die here will be you. Yeah! Shin comes in, he's like, yo, shut the hell up, man. Just comes in, cuts him down, Oki style, man. Look at the detail even on the horse too, bro. Just on the eyes. Yo, you just look at him like, come on, dog. This man just came in with the Allen Iverson just coming in, walking over Tylon Lu. Bro. Yo, man. Shin, let's do this, men. Nora! See one watching on? Adjutant, the way that they're fighting, they're fighting without regard for their endangered comrades. This is something they've never done before up until now. But anything other than that has no hope of winning this day. Adjutant, the Gyou Un army to our front is making their move. Here they come. We're moving out too. Listen carefully, Gyoku. The target of our grudge, Gyou Un, will most likely not take to the field today, which is why we need only to stop his army. No matter what, we cannot allow them to approach the Hi Shin Unit. Do you hear me? Honsama, even if you are not here with us, the Gyoku shall fulfill its duty, even if it costs us our lives. Let's move. So he's really gonna put his life on the line right now just to make sure that they don't go for Shin and them. And it makes you think, if you had the Ohan right now, it's a big boost to their overall chances of winning right now. But man, you see, Chougaryuu. So go back to now Chougaryuu. Chougaryuu, the Hi Shin Unit is destroying. I love that word. The Hi Shin Unit is destroying our forces at numerous points. Our line is being significantly pushed back. Urgent report. Anki-sama has been slain. Do not fuss. Our own forces are also wreaking havoc upon the Hi Shin units in exchange. There's no need to match the enemy's fighting style. Reinforce any places that they hit us at with the reserves in the rear, especially with their captain Shin is. Yes, sir. You will pay dearly for throwing away all thoughts of defense against my soldiers, Hi Shin Unit. For each of my platoons are well versed in both tactics and strategy. Soon it shall be your turn to have your faces turn pale. See, not good. Let's fall back. Bihei-san. Wait, hang on. They got us surrounded. What? You see, Bihei and them are now in a bit of trouble. Whoa. You see Shousa coming in, just taking one dude right after. Shousa. Thanks. You really saved our asses. I take my eyes off you for 1 second. Oh, that's the end of the chapter. Man. That was a good chapter right there, though, man. I mean, the color page, though, was fire, but, it was a reinstall, the stuff that we kind of knew in advance. When it comes to war, anything is going to end up happening, People that you, again, like I keep saying, you got the dinner table and everything with you. One day is going to be with you, the next day their head's on a pike, So, it's one of those things right there, hard kind of reinforcing, with the conversation between Ten, Shousa, and with En, that no matter what happens, We're fighting on offense. Defense does not matter. We're literally going, ultra attacking like on FIFA. We're gonna keep on playing, team pressing and everything. And if something ends up happening to the men that are right next to you and they're beyond salvation whatsoever, it's like, you know what? You gotta keep on pressing forward. Don't go and save them because it's gonna end up reducing you guys having any chance of applying more pressure on the enemy afterwards. So we got them going in, man. Shin right there just destroying men. Chougaryuu is saying it's happening at the same time too as well. And then getting to see the stuff afterwards, from Ou Sen and Boku, because now it's the key really is on the right wing. Whatever happens there is going to really, turn the tides of this battle. And that, Boku, kind of holding off for the time being. But, man. Because you can really do feel, though, that's the conclusion hopefully is going to come soon. It's just a matter of, how long it's going to take, really to get to that point. Boku still feel like he's confident right now with the whole of them, emerging out as victors, but we know that's not going to be the case scenario, man. Zhao L is going to be coming soon in Game 7, so we're going to have to see. But let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below, in regards to this week's chapter of Kingdom. Let me know, again, your thoughts and stuff in regards to, the arc itself. Do you feel like, 100 chapters was necessary to, or basically it's going to go beyond 100 chapters at this point. It's going to be the longest arc in the series so far. But let me know, do you feel like 100 chapters plus is, kind of fitting for an arc like this, to kind of get everything done, being our first state that we're going to be taking out. I get the number and stuff. I think there honestly could have been a lot more things we could have gotten done to kind of decrease that number and probably wrap things up a little bit sooner. But again, let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Again, we're on the chapter and just the overall feel to the arc and stuff. Like the video if you enjoyed, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new here. But yeah, pretty good chapter. Looking forward hopefully seeing 591 next week because there's no break for it. And again, the live action film, hopefully that succeeds. We get to see Hara prosper, climb back up the ranks, for the best-selling seinen manga. Hopefully will be 5 years in a row for the Kingdom greatness. So, Commodore Lad signing off. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, take care.